supposed to say, yes, we are. Okay? We are the church.
Yes, we are.
Wait a minute, this side over here. We are the church.
Yes, we are.
We are the church.
Yes, we are.
Okay, and we are. Don't forget that. It's great to see you this morning. How about that weather outside? Anybody see snow flurries last night? Yeah. In fact, one of our staff members' daughter texted this morning and said, "Are we having church today? It snowed last night." That's what Oklahomans call snow, I guess. Well, it's great that you're here, and thank the Lord, it's warm in here. And somebody's told me by Wednesday it's going to be 65 again, so, just wait around. I'm going to invite our newly elected board members, church board members that were elected by you to stand up and come forward, please, at this time. And Jason Gunner is going to hand you a little sheet. And we have a slide to go up here. Actually, that is the Church Workers Covenant. Now, I know you can't read it very well from in the back, but I put this up here so these who are being commissioned as the church board for this year, 2018, 2019, we say that because the church year actually runs through January the 31st. So we have just started 2018 year. And so I'm going to ask our newly elected board members, you may say, well, how were they elected? Well, because 3 weeks ago, I believe it was 3 weeks, we had church election. And after the service, or before the service, perhaps during the service, many voted out here in the atrium. And if you don't know how the church operates, the Church of the Nazarene, a local congregation as we are, the membership, who are 15 years of age and older, vote to elect those who work on your behalf, decide on your behalf. We meet monthly and actually do business in between if we need to, sometimes by email, but to make the decisions for the church. So this is the folks that you have elected, and they are going to read this workers' covenant, and it is a covenant that we make every year with the church and with God to give the best of our selves to the Lord in this way. The Church of Nazarene, the full membership only votes on their leaders. They vote also if we were to increase our indebtedness, which we are not going to do. We're trying to decrease. We don't have to have a vote. We just have to have those green votes in the offering plate to decrease our indebtedness. We only have 4.5 years. Where's Joe now? We only have 4.5 years left on this building. Isn't that great? And then in 4.5 years, when we pay this off, we're putting the swimming pool and the slides in. But you'll get to vote on that then. But before we get there, it'd be a little chilly right now, wouldn't it? Well, I want you to just thank these elected board members for allowing their names to be run and now committing to serve for this year. Would you let them know how you appreciate that? Yeah. And so we're going to read this together, and they're facing you as they make this covenant with God and with you. So let's just read aloud together. In consideration of the confidence placed in me by the church in being selected for the office I now assume, I hereby covenant to maintain a high standard of Christian living and example in harmony with the ideals and standards of Trinity Church of the Nazarene by the power of the Holy Spirit working in me. To cultivate my personal Christian walk by setting aside time each day for personal devotions and Bible reading. To pray regularly for Trinity Church, our pastors and staff, and the lost that God would have us reach for Him. To give generously of the financial resources the Lord places at my disposal, the first of which will be the giving of the tithe. To make every effort to keep the unity of the Spirit as Paul commanded in